She was sitting there talking about she had smashed Charlamagne.
Wait, she what?
She smashed not Charlamagne. She had smashed Dave Chappelle. And then whatchamacallit, she just goes on a rant like exposing a whole bunch of like people, this, that, and the third. It was pretty ridiculous.
Not Dave Chappelle.
So yeah, she got Dave Chappelle. She said that she was gonna suck Busta Rhymes clean for everything he got. She was mad at Dave East because Dave East had sat there and he was like $25,000 for a feature, and she was like, what? And she had got mad and offended by that. I feel like that's low-key entitlement because Azelia Banks, she really not popping off like that. But I don't know like anybody who can actually like afford a $25,000 feature.
Nah, that's definitely heavy.
That's steep.
Yeah, nah, for real. But Dave Chappelle, that's nasty.
Dave Chappelle.
What version of Dave Chappelle was this? Was this the skinny or was this the
No, this
swole?
is current Dave Chappelle.
Oh, current. Isn't he married?
Yeah, he's married.
Hate to see it.
You hate to see it. Say it ain't so. Oh no.
That boy Chappelle, that's nasty. But Busta Rhymes, she was just gonna give him top.
No. So basically, she was like, "Yo, like, you know, Busta Rhymes, you a dusty dude, this, that, and the third." She was basically exposing people in their dirty laundry, this, that, and the third. Which is why I'm like, yo, don't give ugly girls any validation whatsoever.
Bro, that's exactly what Future said, bro. Don't
Yeah.
focus ugly girls' attention.
Yeah, like Future said it best, but the thing about it is, it's like in situations like this, Future, he has to split the pie yet again with another woman who can potentially get put on child support. That's why I say Future is nothing more than a meal ticket when he deals with like women who have nothing to lose. You know, she had something to lose. She would have never ever did what she did. But whatchamacallit, Azelia Banks, she's sitting here exposing everybody dirty laundry, this, that, and the third. Like I could But see, the thing about it, I was in that situation too, where I was whatchamacallit, the girl from H&M.
So you exposing yourself.
I mean, it's crazy because if I blow up off of this, she gonna expose me anyways.
I don't know. I feel like it's not necessarily even when we say ugly. We're not necessarily talking about looks. We're talking about attitudes and personality.
I mean, that's a nice way to put it, but I think both. Well, I don't know. Maybe what you said, because you can have a beautiful personality.
Yeah, I'm saying you have a beautiful person, but their personality be ugly. Can make them do stuff like just a cool person not gonna do anything like that.
True. Very true.
Even though it's not cool to expose folks like that, it was understandable since like I'm in the industry and people be taxing for features, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like this girl, she was like 100 a verse, and she only had 20K followers on Instagram, and it wasn't like her music was in the millions or anything. It wasn't even in the thousands.
I think that's reasonable though.
So 100 a verse?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable for one. She has 20K followers. Like, but it depends.
Streams don't equal out.
Okay, I was about to say her streams and her engagement.
Her streams are only like 5. Like the views that she has, those followers, is because she pretty and she posts like lingerie.
Thirsty traps.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So you cheating. Yeah. I feel like that's the wait, where the heck is Waffle House? I feel like that's the Doja Cat. I guess you can say blueprint.
I guess, but I mean Doja Cat.
And you was going crazy for Doja Cat too.
Waffle House pack, but
it is.
Yeah. Doja Cat, I liked her music. She also looked good too. But I don't know.
Waffle House pack. I'm not going to Waffle House.
Where you going?
Zaxby's.
Zaxby's for who?
Yosersky. Yosersky.
But I don't know. See, like with me, I also really like Ari Lennox. I don't like her music at all, but I really like the way she looks.
Oh.
Bro,
Oh.
what you need, yo?
She gonna mess around and try to have the whole podcast shut down before we even get started.
You're right.
Did you want Zaxby's?
I'm eating too.
Yeah. I thought you wanted to get food. Or no, I really did say, yo, hop in the car so we can film this podcast. Fried pickles. I wish I would have been able to have like audio too.
I don't know. You can give me one nibbler.
One nibbler.
Thanks for that. Would you like to try to chicken sandwich today?
No, thank you.
Order when you're ready.
Okay, may I have one nibbler? May I have the Southern TLC sandwich?
One nibbler and you said Southern TLC sandwich?
Yeah, no fries, and no drink. Just a sandwich.
Sandwich only?
Yes, ma'am.
Care for anything else?
No, that's it.
That's one nibbler and TLC sandwich only, $6.69.
All right, thank you.
But you know what's crazy about that whole order?
What?
Is that you looked at the cognac and was like, no drink.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I sure did.
This way he looked.
I looked right at it too. I was like, I could wash it down with some Connie. But, the Doja Cat situation. Do you think Doja Cat is done?
No. Well, alright. The situation doesn't make her done, but the way she handled the situation may make her done.
Yes.
Like, I watched the video. I didn't really see nothing wrong with it. Like, I mean, like, it was wrong, but it wasn't, like, the worst thing we've seen from a
celebrity. Yeah, because I had mentioned in one video, I was like, okay, Justin Bieber. He was young and he was ignorant. Therefore, we were able to excuse because he did go through that phase where it was like, all my friends are black, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But it's gotten to a point now where I feel like she's not going to have any repercussions, especially since whatchamacallit, Tekashi 6ix9ine really doesn't have any repercussions. However,
Tekashi is different though, because in his first video, it was like Gumbo, Kiki, and all that.
Yeah,
it was nothing but black guys around him, and he was saying it all around them. So people were just like, "Oh,
no." But the Tekashi 6ix9ine is Spanish though. So whatchamacallit, like inside the slums, well, not necessarily the slums, but inside the boroughs and stuff like that. Like,
Did you just call him Spanish?
He's Dominican, isn't he?
They're called. I didn't know Spanish was like a. Aren't they just Hispanic?
I mean, that's just what I say to my friends who are from from Brooklyn and from Harlem. Whatchamacallit, my friend, I call her Pollo Estrella. She's from the one that I had showed you.
Okay.
That used to model
Yeah.
lingerie. I was like, what? But whatchamacallit, I call her Pollo Estrella, and I call my other homeboy Spanish dude Butter. You know, he's just in love with Nicki Minaj, this, that, and the third. But yeah.
So yeah, like what makes it bad is that she didn't apologize. She kind of made it seem
Defended like what she does in the chat is a normal thing.
Yeah, not only that, but she wanted to make it seem like y'all shouldn't have been looking, this hard for this and that or whatever. I don't know. She just made it seem like it was the fans' fault for finding it.
Exactly. Can you hold the mic? Hello. Oh.
Why she closed the door and
I
like
don't know
that,
why
bro?
she slapped it like that.
Don't
It's
get
more black people.
don't get no respect around here.
Exactly. It's more black.
Hello.
Hello.
You've been taken care of as well, okay? I've had everybody being taken care of back to back to back. Everybody's paying for everybody today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you're taken care of too.
Oh, can I take care of the next person?
You absolutely.
Let's go. Let's go ahead and put it forward.
Wait, what?
Huh? I'm paying for the person behind me because the person in front of me had paid for me.
What if
Okay.
what if they jump was like 30?
Right, there's a 773.
Okay, that's cool.
I gotcha. Hey, every little bit helps.
All right.
What if the jump was like 77?
I'll be like, I'll pay for half.
Hey, take it back. Dang, back to back to back?
Back to back to back to back to back.
But what if it was a baddie behind us? And she,
I said I love her.
and she pulled up and she was like, y'all pay for my food. Hold up, slow down.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
Oh, like, hold up.
And this is the guy
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day today.
All right, you too.
Back to back to back to back.
Man, that was so nice.
That is nice.
You pay it forward. Pay it forward. Oh, for real? Can you hold this?
Yeah.
But see, the thing about it, when you pay it forward, it's easy to. Well, when somebody, I don't know, I'm just all about good energy. So, like, when somebody does something positive, I go ahead and I want to pay it forward, like each and every single time, because you know they went out of their way. It's like when you plant a seed in the ground, like when you go to church and they say you plant a seed in the ground and it grows.
Yeah.
Well, I just re-sowed the seed that somebody else sowed while putting my seed with it. So whatever manifests from this, Sunset's really about to blow up, Skip.
Sunset X Fantasy.
Sunset X Fantasy.
That's my first time I've ever seen a cop get gas.
I've
never seen
cops get gas. I've seen them get their car washed.
I've definitely never seen them hit a car wash.
Yeah, they get free car washes.
That's great. They don't deserve free car washes, if we're being honest.
Let me get in this line because it merges anyways.
Doja.
But yeah, Doja Cat. Getting back to what I was saying about Doja Cat, because I've already posted, I think, like 2 videos about her. I feel like her personality got her in trouble because she tries to come off as this free-spirited, unapologetic person, this, that, and the third. And she promised her fans, you know, to show certain appendages of her body. And she basically was like, hi, I got you all. I cheated you all out of views, this, that, and the third. Which to me, that made me seem like, yo, you were desperate for views. You exploited your femininity, pimped yourself out. Not saying that's I mean, that was me going to the extreme. I don't think she pimped herself out. She used her stuff to her advantage. She's a true hustler.
I actually have to say something about that.
Okay.
I hate that.
What? When they use their femininity or their female, the fact that they look good to get something?
Not necessarily that, but the whole feminist movement. But we can talk about that on a whole different podcast. But
yeah, no, but see, the thing about it, she used that, but she has an army of simps behind her. And whatchamacallit, everybody's like, yo, you know, Doja Cat.
I'm saying, like, that's cool, but you can't be like pushing. You know that one video that, like, that man who was with that one cute girl, and he was like, why are you a hoe? And he was like, you're a hoe. And or I think he was saying a slut. And it was like slut shaming stuff. You can't be like behind that movement, behind this feminist movement, and then like do like the opposite. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I was about to say, like, we can talk about that another day. But it's like, for you to say, I'll show my, like, I didn't watch the actual video of her saying that, but I assume it was quote unquote kind of sort of serious, since people, you know, took it to the extreme. Like, yo, you say you'll do this, and even females were coming out like, yo, like, you didn't have to lie for views and stuff. Yeah,
it made her look desperate. It made her look like, what else are you willing to do for views? And we seen her in the chat. We seen her in the chat in action. So she's willing to, what did Kanye say? Meet me in the stall and show me why you should have it all. Like, that's, she gonna meet Kanye in the stall. Like,
nah, that's big facts. But yeah, I don't know. Like, a lot of people say they do anything for fame, but it's like, you already made it. She already had a #1 song, right? Or like, it was up there.
Well, no, she got a #1 song as a result of that, but she had been charting.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she never been charting before, so she just appreciate that moment. I don't know, like, she should let her music do the talking. Like, Nicki, like, you seen what Nicki can do. I don't put her on the same scale as Nicki, but she's different, and she could be her, like, herself, not like another version of Nicki, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I don't know, I just think it's really messed up that she did that. I feel like she definitely didn't have to do that.
Nah, she didn't have to do that, one. But she did it as a reflex, because this is embedded inside of her now.
Yeah.
Because this is something that she likes to do. But I like how it was a thing of, I like how she came out and she was able to justify a lot of her responses. She was able to put a lot of things in context. A lot of things were taken outside of context. but we still have proof of who she actually was, because she's not going to be able to justify the fact that of whatchamacallit, she's not going to be able to what am I trying to say? Justify, I guess, her racist behavior around a whole bunch of white dudes. That's really hard to justify.
Yeah, that is. But the one thing I can say, since I have been following Doja for a while now, is that if you knew her in the past, like if you like stayed up to date with her ever since the whole like cow song, Moo song or whatever,
Moo,
you wouldn't knew she was this type of person. Like she just gives off that weird vibe that she likes to do stuff like this. Like she's the type of person to be on what's it called? What's that? Roulette? Is that what it's called?
Chat roulette?
Yeah, chat roulette and like do some weird stuff. But so I mean I wasn't surprised. I don't know. I'm just glad it wasn't worse than what it actually was. Cause I'm pretty sure she been doing it before on there and like did some weird stuff.
Exactly.
But I mean, me personally, I can't say I'ma cancel her because I didn't cancel R. Kelly, and what R. Kelly did in my eyes is potentially worse. I didn't cancel Chris Brown. I didn't cancel Michael Jackson. I feel as though the best artists, they gonna have something like that comes along with being the best. The only person I can say who hasn't really had something like that has been Drake.
Almost.
I mean, he had the whole blackface thing and the kid thing. I feel like if Pusha didn't say anything, he wouldn't be so a part of his son's life, at least not as of now. Maybe later or something. I don't know. Maybe it would have took.
No, he always wanted to be a good father.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know he said that, but I guess it's different because of the way he had the kid.
With a hoochie.
Yeah. And being a rapper and that being your girl, and she do what she do, you could easily get her out that situation by giving her money or wiping her. But it's like, since she do what she do, I don't know, I guess it's easy for other rappers to get bodies, because girls who don't even do stuff like that, they be rappers, they be passing around girls all the time. So
exactly.
I don't know, I think that was his biggest fear. But yeah, I don't think I'll cancel Doja Cat. But I don't listen to Doja Cat. I only listen to one of her songs. So.
Okay. Well.
Did you eat that whole sandwich?
Oh, really good. The sandwich is amazing.
What is the sandwich called?
Southern TLC.
Southern. What does this T stand for?
10 to 11 K. I don't. It might be the yak making this taste good. I don't know.
This boy said he got.
It might be the yak.
That boy said he got to wash it down with that yak.
It might be the yak.
That yakaroni.
No, that yakaroni.
Yeah.
That yakaroni posituni.
Yakaroni, that's what it is.
Yasirski.
Alright, ready to get it done?
Yeah. Alright, y'all. I guess this is going to conclude the first podcast ever between me and the boy Skip. I'm sorry, I got my mouth full eating this chicken sandwich, of course, from none other than Zaxby's, but definitely follow your boy at _Rome100. Skip, it's your IG.
Yes, so Skipper YASOISKIPPER.
And we're going to do it, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? But until next time, you guys, stay 100. It's your boy, Ron.
It's Thirsty.